Yeah, once again, it's on. Welcome back to 2 Cents, where we talk about any and everything and give our 2 cents. I'm your esteemed host with the most, Romey-Mak. This show will feature, of course, none other than Shugga Booger Deacon Balls. We got a good show for you today. We will be catching up on Game of Thrones, the latest episode of Game of Thrones, and then some other things, a little bit on, the Ayesha Curry thing. I know it's kind of like last week, but before we get the show started, I want to say a very happy birthday shout out to my cousin Tony, man, Tony Harris. I love you, bro. But I'm about to get into this thing, man, and get the people that y'all came to hear on the line. Shuggy.
What up?
And that Deke, man, that Deke, bruh.
Deacon Daddy.
Yeah, Deke Daddy Balls.
Deacon for your girl.
Yeah, man. So we go jump right into it, man, because that's just what we do. So I said that Cersei must die. She did, and now Dani must die.
Oh yeah, that bitch gotta die.
Yeah, this is for that's pretty brutal. That's pretty brutal how she got down.
Way out of hand, getting way out of hand.
Yeah, she burned down the whole city. That's a hell have no fury, like a woman scorned with a dragon. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like it was, I was predicting. I keep predicting that Arya's gonna perish, but she keeps on living, and now I have to switch up my prediction each week because I believe that Arya is going to be the one to do it. Daenerys is going down due to that child, Arias. Arias is going to do it. She'll be the one to do it. Arias.
I don't think it's gonna be Arias.
Well, they say all the spoilers say that Jon Snow's supposed to do it.
Our predictions so far have been a little off.
Well, the spoilers, they said that the stuff was leaked probably like a year or two ago. What was going to happen, and all the stuff that was leaked actually happened.
Well, if they leaking it again, they probably changed it. They probably got two different
right.
endings.
Jon Snow should stab her in the stomach.
I think they might have two different endings to this.
But whatever.
In case one is leaked, they got a bag of it.
What is this? Yeah, you talking like what? Like Wayne's World have two endings and shit?
Yeah, they got a backup.
I don't know, but I mean the episode. You know what I'm saying? Like we knew it was going down. We knew that was going to happen. We knew that she was going to respond somehow, some way. And Jaime going back for his love, which is his sister, and
Hot donkey miss.
Man, if that motherfucker would have made it to the bell on time, a lot of that shit wouldn't have damn went down that way.
Nah, she still would have did it.
I'm just like, she had to be late.
I think what set her off was when old dude tried to poison her, and then everybody keeps trying to tell her what she should and shouldn't do, and she just got mad. Was like, oh, they against me.
she drunk with power.
Came to a head.
But she drunk with power, man. And like, no one man or woman should have all that power.
But she already said she felt. What did she say? Because they were talking about how she said how everybody respected her.
She felt like she had no family or nothing there. I'm like,
she's like, she already said she wants people to fear. She said she wanted them to fear her. She's like, I want people to fear me, and guess what?
that's the same thing her damn uncle wanted to do, whoever the fuck it was, the Mag
Uncle Daddy.
They said that there was a thing about online how like it was you saw the dragon fire, whatever this young city was.
Yeah.
They said it was like a reference to him, how he wanted to burn people with that shit.
Yeah, he wanted to burn the city, so he put it in different parts.
He put it in different parts. He wanted to burn the city and burn people with it because he was obsessed, and she ended up doing the same thing basically.
That's why Jaime killed him. Because Jaime was part of his, what's it called, King's Guard or whatever.
Yep.
And Jaime ended up killing him because he didn't want the people to die. Jaime was like, fuck this shit.
That crazy ass bitch she called her sister though.
Well, she wasn't killing, man, hundreds of people.
So honestly, what do you guys?
Cathedral full of people.
Oh yeah, those people. That's because she didn't like their other family.
Like she didn't fuck it. She won't kill her family.
Because old girl was in there. She killed that family.
Just as crazy as a fucking man.
But she didn't kill the whole city. She was not gonna burn the whole city.
Her and the fucking son was.
She was not gonna burn the whole city. She wasn't that stupid. She ain't that stupid. She was not that rude. She was gonna do that. Yeah, but she said she wanted people to fear her, so she did something for people to fear her.
I think so. I think she got me scared as hell. Dani is, like I said, she's just crazy pissed off. But now you've gone. I think you've done too much. The damage is done. So now you got to go.
Man. She had to do that shit because old girl won't gonna stop. You already seen it. She won't gonna stop. Don't talk about.
She could have went straight to the tower and killed Cersei and been done with it. You notice she did not go and touch Cersei. She touched the city, but she was not. She sat there and did not fuck with Cersei. She went and got everybody else.
Yeah, the proof of point.
She could have just went straight for Cersei in the tower.
She took her. Well, I mean, if there's no people, she has nobody. Cersei has nobody to rule. So she took her power away, technically, in a sense.
Yeah, she let Cersei go too easily. She'd have burned her ass.
So they all went down, and
we don't exist though.
do you think that Tyrion? You think Tyrion? You think Tyrion lives?
Nope, he about to die. I hope he don't. But he one of the people I want to see survive in this show. Out of almost everybody.
I honestly feel like Sansa is gonna take that throne. Jon is gonna run off somewhere like he does normally, and I don't know. I think Arya and Dani are gonna kill each other off.
Tyrion should be on the throne. To tell you the
I
truth.
think Sansa might kill her.
She's definitely changed a lot from the beginning. You know, as far as who Sansa was when the show first started compared to now. She's been through a lot of shit. We should find out Sunday. Something to look forward to. We're excited. We're excited for the ending. For you folks that have been watching season after season, and you know what I mean. Like it's a different effect for you versus me who started in January, who just binge watched it for like 2 weeks and was able to get caught up with the storyline. But I think it should be. I think it'll be a good finale. I'm not exactly sure why these fans are protesting to have the. You know what I'm saying? Like for them to redo season 8, which is retarded. Did you know how long it took them to do season 8? You want to wait another 2 years?
People fucking stupid, man. I've lost faith in people. They're dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I still complain about it. So they didn't do no lost shit where it was just like, okay, it's alien. They could do stupid shit like that. Or they all did or some dumb ass shit. They making a real ending to a show. And then motherfuckers ain't gonna ever be happy, bro.
No, they're not. No one is. No one's gonna be happy.
Like paying into that shit is stupid as fuck. The show is going the way it should go. We all knew this kind of shit was gonna happen by protest. Eventually we knew that fucking.
You're taking this a little too much.
We knew Littlefinger was gonna die. Eventually we knew that the Whisperer dude was gonna get caught whispering. Yeah.
They say your favorite characters don't last. Don't get attached.
I'd be like, damn, I would hate if they fucking made Attack on Titan a real fucking show. Crying their ass off every fucking show. He watching this shit.
Yeah. It'd be nice for everyone to die. I would like a show. I would like that type of ending where everyone gets killed off somehow, some way. Forget that throne.
I just want Tyrion. I want Tyrion to live, but I know he dead. I just want that motherfucker to live, man.
Yeah, he on borrowed time.
You know what was sad when he told his brother that he's the only reason he alive? Yo, I was like, that's some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Without him, he would have been dead. Basically, his family would have killed him without his damn brother. Because they didn't give two shits about him. You can see that.
No, they wouldn't.
She let her brother live, man. I don't even know why when they was fucking pulling the arrows. Because she ain't never gave a fuck about him.
No, she ain't never cared about neither one of them. Never did.
Because her damn son tried to kill him. She didn't even fucking say nothing then.
Nope.
But all that being said, we're looking forward to Sunday, and we're moving forward with the next, what's popping in pop. Current event is not even current now, but it's the Ayesha Curry thing. And for those who don't know, Ayesha came out on the Red Table Talk and said some shit that she probably shouldn't have said in that delivery because it was taken out of context. But she, which was like, she just wished that she had more attention in her DMs compared to what her husband gets like when they're out and stuff like that. Now, see, the thing about asking for attention, you don't get to decide what type of attention you get. Because as soon as that word got out, that little niglet Kodak Black was in her fucking DM. Said he was gonna send shit in the inbox. So like, it's guys like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to like decide who goes into your inbox. You know what I'm saying? But
Black is like the ultimate troll right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the one that was talking about.
Yeah, that's him. That's him. He locked up.
Yeah, what's that other chick? That other girl?
Lauren London. But he's locked up. Yeah.
You talking about young Ma?
Yeah, he's talking about Young Ma too.
Yeah, he's locked. He's locked up right now, and he's facing some serious time. Well, he pleaded not guilty yesterday,
I don't know how the hell to get her DM.
but you know what I'm saying? Like with all that being said, you have folks out there that are claiming that they understand where she's coming from, and they're not dating entertainers. But there is a person on the panel who also says that she can relate to Ayesha Curry, and I will just leave the floor for Ebony before we tear into that ass about this statement. Go ahead, Ebony.
In a sense, I can see where she relates to it, not necessarily about the fans, but I mean, yeah. So, say for instance, if my husband was gone tomorrow, you know, like gone, I wouldn't know do I still, you know, in a couple years down the line, I wouldn't know if I still got it, you know, or do y'all see me as just, you know, hey, I'm old, you know, I got kids, I want to make sure I still got it, you know. I ain't got nobody trying to holler. Like, once in the blue moon, something. I'm not trying to say I want people like Steph Curry now. He got all them fans and the women throwing their drawers at him and stuff.
Yeah, but you know like that. This fucking Steph Curry. I mean, I know there's a lot of hoes at the Eddie, but damn.
Yeah, I know that most of them want him because of his money. Yeah, I see it from that aspect. Yeah, they want a lot of the hoes.
Yes, of course. Of course. If Steph, like on the Brilliant Idiots, when they said if Steph Curry worked at Hardee's, he wouldn't get no motherfucking play.
No, I wouldn't be throwing. He's not cute to me, so I wouldn't be throwing my drawers at him.
If Steph Curry worked at Hardee's and Ayesha Taylor, his wife, was herself, there'd be mad niggas hollering at her every fucking minute.
They probably, yeah.
Yeah, but it was out of respect. That's the thing. It's out of guys were not really in her inbox, DM, whatever you want to call it, be out of respect for like seeing something that looked so, I'm not even gonna say perfect, just look like a good union between two people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like even me in my reckless days, you know what I'm saying? If you know, like you see a shorty, you might be feeling her, but if she got a dude and like she doing it right, you know her struggle, like you've seen her go through some foul shit with guys, you kind of shy away from that shit. Because you know what you're doing, you know what I'm saying. You know what you signed up for, in a lifestyle that you know that you're living. So like for her to come out and be like, yo, I want some form of attention. That's a self-esteem issue, hands down.
That's because you know after having kids and stuff, you know I'm not even gonna lie. Like me myself, I can speak on my behalf. I let myself go, for instance, right? I let myself go. I don't, you know, I'm not dressed to the nines anymore. None of that shit. So I don't get nobody looking at me.
That's
and I'm like, well, damn, what's wrong with me? Oh, it's because of this. But yeah, I kind of see where she's coming from in a sense with that.
No. Listen.
You gotta watch a whole video.
I will. I know. Eventually, I will watch that damn interview, and I'm not knocking what Ayesha said. It's just the delivery in which she said it and the place where she said it. That ain't for that. I don't feel like that was for everyone to see.
But my thing is, yeah. They always say this is a funny thing. They always say, well, that's not for everybody. But let me tell you something. There's a lot of women out there that feel like that because when people
of course there are.
Well, you shouldn't have said it out in this context.
Hey, listen.
That's why they stay silent because we're like, well, shit. You know, we want to say how we feel about certain things.
Ebony, listen.
Get out there.
Ebony, Ayesha Curry.
She just like any other regular Joe.
No, she is not. She is not. Ayesha Curry got a blue. She got a blue check next to. Let me tell you how different Ayesha Curry is. She got a blue check next to her Instagram and Twitter. That means it's certified and official. That makes her different from these other women claiming that they can relate to that shit.
Twitter and all this other social media shit. Reality evidence. She is a female. She is a woman. She is a human.
She is a celebrity. She is a celebrity.
They still have the same.
They're not able to move like us. You know they're not able to move. Ebony, hold on.
That's how some people feel.
Hold up, Eb, because you know damn well, depending on your job, will determine how you're able to move. You being in the military, you're not able to talk about certain things dealing with the president, right?
Exactly, I'm not allowed to.
Exactly. So when you a celebrity, her being a celebrity, and you say something.
No contract. She can say whatever.
What you talking about? She's an NBA wife.
No better than not to say that.
She an NBA wife, right or wrong?
Certain things Yeah, certain things you don't like. It's not like certain things that go on in my household between me and Jeff. No, I don't bring that out in the public. I don't bring that out to people. No, but some things, yes, it's okay.
This. Listen to this. I want you to think about this. Let's look at see. So, because Kim Kardashian is just she's still a female too, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if Kim Kardashian comes out and says like it'd be nice if she got people hit in her inbox, that shit'll flood, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
You know damn well that shit will flood.
I'm not on that. I'm not on the Instagram and all that, so I don't know.
You don't need to be on that to know that Kim Kardashian's a beautiful woman. Ayesha's a beautiful woman, but she's also a celebrity. So when you get somebody like her in her position and they say such like that, you're going to garner a certain amount of attention.
And a lot of niggas gonna see that as open space. Well, girl, them must not be doing something right.
Yep.
No, but then obviously they're not. Nobody. That's the thing.
You want to know what's funny?
That's why I said nobody watched the video in its whole context to understand what she's getting. Maybe they would not.
Can I please talk?
Go ahead.
Good gracious, yo. On a truthful note, almost every fucking any normal even if it was a normal relationship, a fucking woman garners more attention than a man. Every fucking.
Thank you. You've been getting hit on since you was 12 years old.
Exactly. A woman garners more attention than a man every fucking day of their life. Yes, he has a little bit of money, but just like you said, if he didn't have that shit, none of those bitches would holler at it. But they still be hollering at Ayesha. Niggas will be hot.
He likes skin. Yeah, he likes skin.
Women can do nothing and have an Instagram account and make money.
But the issue, my thing is,
all they do is make money off of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Jeff finish his point. Go ahead, big bro.
Garnering attention from that shit.
My issue.
Married to a guy like Steph Curry and look the way she look. Thirsty ass niggas are gonna holler or try to get at her. You don't even have to do shit as a woman. You can fix yourself up right now, go on the street, and niggas be hollering at you.
Yeah.
Because that's the way. Even if you didn't look good, niggas will still be hollering at you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know a female. I'm not gonna say no names, but we know her. That she's a nice looking lady, but she ain't like super good looking. But she had some big old tit old bitties. And she knew she had some big old tit old bitties. So when she went out, them tit old bitties was out.
Mm-hmm. We talking.
And she had so many dudes at her. We would go to the club, he'd be like, you would sit with her and be like, damn, I'm not gonna say her name, I almost said it.
Are we talking about Rocksteady?
Like, I'm telling you, they would be like 8 or 9 dudes a night hollering at this shit. 10, 15. I'd be like, fucking crap. And she wasn't even the best looking chick in the club.
Oh, hell to the no.
What I'm saying is you have to listen to the video to know, because I get what y'all are saying. I get what y'all are saying, but you have to watch the video and listen to this in entirety.
Listen, I think you're taking what I'm saying out of context. You have to see, because you're not on Instagram.
A lot of women are saying.
I sent it.
You've been married for a while, you have kids, and you let your body go, and things starts to go, and this and that and the other.
Different tax bracket.
Start sagging because I ain't got no. I've been having kids on the titties for a while. I don't get no guys. I walk down the street and get nobody.
Hey, but hold up though. But hold on now. Hold on, Ebony. That's all a self-esteem issue. That's something dealing with yourself. They ain't got nothing to do with anybody else.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm a dude, and I know niggas are still hollering.
And I mean, my husband can tell me I look good all day, every day, because he sees me every day.
And that's the only one that should matter, right or wrong.
And that is true. That's the only one that should matter. And I want to know that I still got it. If he's gone or he decides,
then it don't matter. If he tells you that you still got it, then you still have it. Why do you have to hear from somebody else?
Even if it's coming from another female. I want another female to tell me I got it.
Yo, hold this up, yo, man. Like me and you said, we know Beyonce is the good looking one in that relationship. If Jay-Z would have said that shit, it would have been a fucking uproar.
Yep.
On fucking every.
Because they're going to go on the fact that he already fucked around on her.
I want to know if I still got it.
Yeah. So what about? So what if Steph Curry said that? No. What if?
If my husband had a couple of girls after him right now, be like, okay, I got me a fine looking husband, because everybody, trying to hit on his ass. Everybody trying to hit on his ass. No. Well, then I guess you a good looking dude, and I know I got a good looking husband.
No, that's not really how it is. Females be like, why the fuck is she staring at you? Okay, let's be
I'm like, my husband look good, because you know sometimes they be staring and be like, man, her husband ugly as fuck.
Let's be real.
Why she with that ugly ass nigga? I don't know.
Matt, let's be realistic.
What's up?
Like this.
I'm not.
They be like, why the fuck he staring at you?
I'm not.
Shit like that.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm like, my husband looks good, thank you.
Mm-hmm. No. That's you territorial, Eb. I ain't trying to hear that. Like most women, territorial. Yep.
Yeah, we know that. You can lie to them. You can't lie to Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. You can do that. Y'all territorial as fuck, man. Somebody to say something about your man, you ready to pounce. It's about to be a pouncing lesson with Mufasa and fucking Zazu. It'd be fucking pouncing. Yup. Because if Steph Curry came out, if Steph Curry went on ESPN First Take and Molly Curran asked him, what's it like, being an NBA celebrity and like people hitting on you? Well, I don't really get people hitting on me. It'd be nice for girls to hit, to slide into my DMs. Then he's a bad husband.
He'll be a bad husband.
He's a bad husband. But because she's a female.
He won't. Yeah, exactly. Motherfuckers will go crazy.
Because she's a female, I get what she's saying. I understand where she's coming from. No, you don't. You don't. Two different tax brackets. And Ayesha Curry knows she's pretty.
It has nothing. Some of it has nothing to do with it.
She knows she pretty, man. That entire.
You don't shut the fuck up.
Eb, you look at that family. Find one ugly person in that family. Everybody's pretty. We ain't trying to hear it. We ain't trying to hear that shit. God damn it, the mom bad as ever. Dale Curry still look good.
Bad, bro.
Sister look good.
God damn.
If Ayesha Curry was Ayesha Jenkins that worked at the BB&T Center, maybe you can say I relate to that shit. She is a celebrity.
He trying to holler at Steph. He like skinny dudes here. Like he trying to holler. Yeah.
Dr. Gary Shannon gonna be as many bitches trying to holler at him as her.
Nigga, if he worked at what's that football player? If he was working at McDonald's right now,
Marshawn Lynch he'll get like some hood chicks probably. I don't know.
Marshawn don't have to have money.
Yeah.
He gets some. Okay, sure. All right.
Marshawn don't need no money. I got you, boo.
See, yeah, of course. Got you, boo, is what's going down. Just my final take on the people defending it, and we don't all have to agree to disagree. It's just great banter back and forth between me, my brother, and my sister. But if my thing is, you don't relate to her because of your again the position that you're in. It's a little bit different. It's just a tad bit different. You know what I'm saying? Like girls amongst themselves, like if there was another girl on the show right now and Ebony was like, yeah, I want to know if I still got it. I get that. That's sold. But Ayesha Curry is an NBA wife. They got them bank accounts they're just a little bit different, and there's a certain way you got to move. That's all I'm saying.
If I was to say I want to know if I still got it, if I'm hollering at a chick, Ebony be mad as fuck. The fuck out of here, bro. Y'all niggas, man. I hate that shit when niggas be like blatantly out knowing they ain't gonna
yeah, but but that's what that is. And what's your final stance on it? But then we'll move.
You already know my I'm done arguing with y'all. Y'all know my final stance. I watched the video.
I listen. I can honestly say.
Watch the video.
I already know where the child coming.
It's a different story.
My issue is not Ayesha Curry. So my story is gonna be the same because my issue ain't Ayesha Curry. It's girls or women feeling like they relate to Ayesha Curry. That's my thing. When you're not in the same position. You're not. So it's totally different. And this is self-esteem. It's a self-esteem issue. I'm sure that she'll get that. Everybody got insecurities. We all got insecurities, but ultimately it is.
Yeah, I think if that shit was a dude, man, be some wild ass shit going on.
Yeah, we'll call it that. And we'll go with that right there. I do think it would be a double. I do think there's a double standard there, but that's just my stance. And on the subject matter, but. Moving forward, abortion laws just got approved in Alabama, which means that if a woman tries to get an abortion, I think it said nothing would happen to the woman, but like the doctor who did the abortion faces 99 years in prison.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. That shit wild, man. So now women don't, they're just roughly taking control of a woman's body. So like if a woman is raped, you know, what do you do? I mean, what do you do then? I don't really know like the particulars and the small print to this whole thing, but like again, but a woman, I think a woman should be able to say whether or not she wants to keep or not keep her child. I don't think there should be a penalty on that. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Because there are stipulations that happen where, like I said, a woman gets raped and then date raped or something, and then she's not even aware that she even had this act taking place on her, but she's pregnant now. So if she wants to not keep that baby, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not.
Take to foster care.
What?
Or better yet, here. I'll tell you something even better. So girls rape, right? And of course she can't get the abortion. So let's see. Let's think about this scenario. Has the baby, she keeps it anyway, but yet she has some resentment towards it because she was raped. She has to see this baby, this reminder of what was done to her every single day. Mentally, she probably fucked up with it, right? Happens to some, not all. Think about this: those cases of those 3 little girls that was just killed recently. 3 little girls. Think about that for 1 second. Now let's see. The mother knew that the boyfriend was no good and the baby's father, right? My take on it is scenario, let's see, maybe she was forced to have this child or didn't have an option, right? Don't give 2 shits about her child. And now the baby is dead.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just very funny how America works, man. And this is not a reach. This is just an eye-opening factor in it all. America is more concerned about women killing babies than black boys being killed in the street by cops. You know what I'm saying? Like that, there's more of a concern there. Like you can understand why you would want to stop abortions, but you don't seem to understand why justice doesn't need to be served for these people who have have wrongfully committed these crimes against young black boys and black girls. And it really, yeah, I mean, commonly, I mean, the media makes the most of it in the black community as far as like the black boys and black girls being killed, but just people in general, you know what I'm saying? Like that is.
Difference is the media can feel guilt. Everyone can feel guilty for killing a baby, but no one, like everyone can't feel guilty for black people dying. There's always an excuse. There's black on black crime. They have excuses for that. That's how they justify it. You can't justify killing. They don't really have justification. They can make you feel guilty for babies. Everybody ain't guilty for black people dying. That's just basically what it is.
My thing is, if you have an abortion, I'll be real honest though. 8 weeks, it's a fetus. It is a fetus. Now, you should have the option to take Plan B. If you are raped, you should have that option to take Plan B or anything else. Yes, there are women who are having sex and getting pregnant, and they're just because they're having sex. That's why, yeah, we have condoms that are available. Yeah, we have birth control, but it's harder to get birth control. But you got to have insurance or this, that, and the other, right? And they're like, what?
No.
So it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. But at the same time, people also don't want you to teach sex education in school.
Yeah.
So it's like, what? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So I mean, like, my stance on the whole abortion thing is, I mean, I wouldn't want if I were to get a woman pregnant, I mean, me personally, no, and I wouldn't want to abort my child, but again, that's that woman's body. You know what I'm saying? So like that's my stance on it. So if she feels the need, like I definitely wouldn't. I would do my best to try to talk her into to keeping the baby, and that's just like, let's just say it was something that happened like now at my age, you know what I'm saying? Like, but as far as like being like 17, 16, I don't even say that because my child was born when I was 18, so like there's something like if I was doing something I had no business doing like at 14 or 15 and end up getting a young lady pregnant around the same age. You know what I mean? Like if her parents and her were to, if we all sat and we had like a family discussion about it, and her family.
That's like a 12-year-old girl to do it. Their body's not ready to handle that.
Yeah. Because, I mean, we had that. I lived in a neighborhood. I grew up in a neighborhood where a girl was like 13. and she had a baby. So you know what I'm saying? Like these situations do happen. And I just think that it should be a woman's decision to decide whether or not she wants to keep her baby or not.
You should.
That's all. I mean, that's it. That's all there is to it. So yeah, I don't know if was that your. Well, I guess we can consider that your rant, Eb, what you just said. Or are you going in on that now?
No, I consider that my rant because I think it is ridiculous. And you know they're making this abortion legal. Guess what people are gonna start doing? They're gonna do that whole backdoor shit. They're gonna be secretly getting abortions, and people die from that because it's gonna be botched. It's not gonna be done properly,
right?
And or they're gonna try to go to this place and get it done, or that, And that's what makes it so bad about the situation. That if they have the option to do it, let them have that option. Let them have that option, because now women are gonna risk their lives trying to abort a baby they don't want by doing some illegal shit behind closed doors. Someone who's not even qualified to do it. Or better yet, they're going to do it themselves.
Okay.
That's something that you don't want to happen.
Okay.
And in the same token, a girl's raped or whatever, and she has this baby. What now? You're going to give that up for adoption? Who knows what's going to happen to that child growing up? If they're going to have a good life or they're going to have a fucked up life. But yeah, it should be the woman's choice. A panel full of men made this decision.
Back with that place called Alabama made this decision. Yeah.
And I feel sorry for their wives, daughters, mothers, all of them, because if something were to happen, God forbid, if something like that was to happen to someone close to them, and they were forced to keep that baby, I bet you their minds would change quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Well, if it was, what's that, Liam Neeson, he'd just kill the person.
What does that got to do with this?
Liam Neeson said that somebody raped one of his people before, a black guy, he just want to kill some black people, remember that?
That wasn't Liam Neeson, that was someone else.
It was Liam Neeson that said that. That was him. But yeah,
I'm saying, it's just, it's crazy.
I just think that this administration is putting down some wild shit, and the next person who goes in office, it'll have to be, I imagine it'd be a Democrat that changes this shit. Yeah, this current administration on some fuck shit. But moving on to the next segment of the show, Karumbe's top joints and games. Now, I asked Karumbe, because it is Throwback Thursday, if he could do two throwback games he can talk about, man. One like from childhood that was just like you had to play, that he had the most fun with. But I know you got the battles and the tracks to talk about, bro. So do your thing, man.
Right now I'm actually playing Street Fighter Alpha 3 on my PSP. If you had ever played it before, they got like the 2-player mode where it's like you can jump characters. So if you have Ryu and Ken, then you can fight like Shaggy and Akuma, but it's two people fighting them at the same time, like it's two controllers. That shit was insane. Street Fighter Alpha 3. And I used to play that shit a lot at my homeboy house. Another good one, like old school one, is I just been in the Street Fighter mode, man. It's Street Fighter Third Strike.
Yeah.
It had Axel on it. I love that one. That one go hard. That's actually the one where they had that tournament, I think, with Diego and that other dude. And he blocked all of fucking Chun-Li's attacks. If you ain't seen it, look it up on YouTube. It's like one of the fucking top gaming things of all time. So they were fighting and he like blocked every last one of these motherfuckers. Chun-Li be kicking like super fast and shit. She go on a special move, and he remembered that shit by the second and frame rate, and he blocked every last one of her attacks, and then countered her fucking ass, yo. That shit legendary, man.
That's hard.
Shut up,
No, for real.
So what about?
I like when she kicks.
And music wise, go get some Pimp C in your life, nigga. Some Project Pat and Pimp C. I've been going back listening to a lot of Sweet Jones, aka Chad Butler, aka Dick Cheney, aka, you know what I'm saying, whatever they want to call him, one half of UGK.
So that's what's going on with Karumbe. You want to drop any battles or anything like that? I know we was talking earlier about battles.
I haven't watched the last battle I watched. I'm rewatching T-Top versus Surf right now. Whenever y'all get to see that Bill Collector versus Hitman battle, it's gonna be fire. There's a lot of battles that's dropped recently and still dropping. The Town Business event, I think, happens this weekend, so that's gonna be a good one. It's so much shit going on because you got like Gnome coming up, you got Town Business, you got like they so many battle events dropping. RBE about to drop his shit, so it's just crazy.
Yeah, man. Well, we're gonna hop into our hot topics for this week's show. Topic number one: this thing with the cartoon show Arthur, and one of the characters on the show Arthur has come out. One of the teachers on the show, they're opening a season with the teacher being gay. Mr. Ratburn came out as a gay character, and he got married. So you know what I'm saying, you have your conservatives and the people that are anti-gay, or they just feel like it's being shoved down, you know what I'm saying, our throats and stuff like that. And I can get, being a straight guy and just picking up on like how things work in television. I can honestly say yes. I can see how someone could feel like it's being shoved down the throat. At the same token, I don't have any issue with them having a gay character in the show. I don't feel like that's going to influence children. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's going to influence my child by watching a gay character. They don't really they don't know the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel like gay is not a disease, for one. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I mean, the little bit that I do know about it from family members and people that I love very dearly that are gay, it's not something you catch. You know what I'm saying? It's something that that you feel. So I mean,
no, catch it, baby.
Yeah, it's fool, man. But
be catching now.
Nah, man. So I just don't think that. I don't necessarily agree with those who oppose having these gay characters, these gay cartoon characters in a show. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'll leave the floor open for either Deke or Shugga to take part in that. We'll get into it.
I don't think it's being shoved down our throats. How different is it when you show a straight person on television getting married and having a girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever? What is the difference between that? I mean, you're like, oh, it's being shoved down our throats. Well, we see all kinds of shit on TV. So how's it being shoved down our throats? We show straight people getting married. So what? What does that say? And watching these shows does not make your kid gay. I'm sorry to say, but it does not make your kid gay.
Say something, Bob?
Yeah, go ahead.
But it ain't gonna make your kid gay, but like certain people have been analyzing for years. There's an agenda hidden in television that motherfuckers just don't like. Even in rap, when we grew up on, because it's the most popular genre, it became it. The whole Cameron pink shirt movement and a lot of that other shit. And Pimp C was one of those motherfuckers that was telling people a long time ago, niggas gonna be rocking purses soon and dressing. Look at the fucking hip hop genre and how niggas is dressing now. And what motherfuckers is wearing on the street. That shit is, they've been pushing that shit for a long fucking time.
I knew a gay guy wearing person a dress back in 1999, 98.
Fucking products.
Soy my mama.
Soy makes you fucking highest estrogen in a motherfucker. That's why soy is in every fucking thing. That's why I stopped drinking soy milk. I try to avoid that shit. That shit has been pushed hard. It's better to have feminine motherfuckers going around. It's easy to control them. You don't have to worry about them rising up against you or saying some shit to you. They want that shit to be like that.
Not all gay people are feminine.
They feel the softer you are, the less you are to do some shit.
There's some gay dudes that be hardcore gangster, but they still gay, but they not soft like
shit. Which I was rocking fucking pink at one point. You don't see that shit when you're younger. When you involved in that shit, you don't see it. But when you get older, you realize that you start being like, a lot of this shit is programmed, man. A lot of this shit is programmed into you at a young age. Like, all that hoeing movement from all the artists we listen to, even they were fucking rock bands that had hoes and shit in it. Talking about it was like groups called like Slutty Blondes and all that shit.
Yeah.
That shit's in their fucking agenda, man. And then you look at the way shit is now, and you like, holy shit, because back, even before our time in the 70s and 60s and shit, it was all about power and peace and shit like that. They got rid of that shit. They killed everything that had to do with that out.
Right.
When motherfuckers were trying to get knowledge and all that shit, they killed that shit out.
I think Arthur was just.
I guess. You know, I will agree with Jeff as far as like the whole, like, again, it'd be like the shoving down and like the agenda aspect of it. But I don't feel like it's the agenda to like make people like to make somebody gay. I think the agenda is more so making it acceptable in society. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's more of a
Because a lot of people don't accept it.
they want.
Didn't. They'll read it out saying that, hey, let's make it acceptable.
You know what's crazy?
Instead of having people hide.
Accept it now, you're fucking ostracized for it. I like saying that word, but if you don't accept gay, you can't even have an opinion against anything that's transgender or gay right now. If you have an opinion against it, you're looked at badly.
You can't have an opinion against anything that anyone doesn't agree with.
Bro, with this movie, and you cool, it's high plateau now. Even the shows and the characters that I read in my comic books and watch who weren't gay, the TV shows make them gay to have a gay character on it. They say that shit purposely because they don't want to offend the LGBT community or whatever.
Yeah, like now.
The gay character to not offend people.
They're trying to make people more tolerant.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They want to make it accepted in society. And here's my thing. I think people should be accepting of. Listen.
You cannot agree with people being gay, but you can accept them for who they are.
So why is the character not gay?
That's what I'm saying. That's where I have it. That's where I have an issue. Like there was a petition for Marvel. I believe. I think not the company Marvel, and then I think they had spoke on something about making Captain Marvel, a lesbian character. I'm not the one really to speak on this because I didn't follow the comics. You know what I'm saying? Like growing up, the way like probably Jeff did. But that's what I'm saying. Like I think if they can make a gay, like if they can make a new character that is gay, I don't have an issue with that. But to take a character that was used years. Like if Black Panther somehow ends up with Thor and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like that's out of
I'll let you go, man. My bad.
No, it's cool. It's out of the storyline is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like again, okay. Yeah,
storyline how it's supposed to be in the comics.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like again, I have no issues with a gay Marvel character. I have no issues with that, but for it to be again so blatant, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do it so blatant. Take somebody like if they made like if Iron Man and Captain America did something in Endgame or some shit like that, it would have looked out of place. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of shows now do that. They add a gay character just so they can like stay on it. Be a little.
They can add a gay character. Honestly, make the character in the comic gay. If the character in the comic was not fucking gay,
well, that's good. Gay. I mean, that's good though, because for a very long time,
they did shit on Black Lightning. They did that shit on Arrow. Mr. Terrific's not gay. They made him gay.
Same with what is it? But I want to drive this point home that like even in the 50s and the 60s there would always be like one black character on the TV show or in a movie. So it's just I guess it's like them easing baby steps, easing in the audience of that time, trying to get them to like be accepting of like the gay character.
Don't make the character gay.
That's what I'm saying. Like I have no problem with that. I have no problem.
Add a gay character to the show.
Yeah. Everybody knew Mr. Ratburn was gay.
I thought he was gay when I was growing up. I thought he did an episode about it.
I didn't know that. I didn't watch Arthur. If Arthur,
Mr. Ratburn.
I thought they did an episode of him being gay. I might be
if I saw Arthur on the TV, that mean wasn't shit on TV. I'll be honest with you. That's what it was. I don't know no fucking Arthur. I don't know Arthur. I know the memes of Arthur. That shit funny though. Like you knew what this was when you met me.
He was a military brat too. Living overseas. He might have that. I don't know when I was over there. We had that one TV channel we had.
But the PBS shows that I saw because of my little brother Barney and Lamb Chops Play Along and let's see, Sesame Street.
Lamb Chops was there.
because I turned that shit off. I didn't watch him.
Everybody loves Arthur.
And Reading Rainbow and Ghost Rider and what else?
But you didn't watch Arthur.
I did not. I didn't. No, not I. Said the cat.
Watch from the San Diego.
I remember that show. Yeah, I remember that.
Everything with Arthur. He's Lord have mercy.
Yeah. He's something that he liked there all the time.
I guess.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was watching other shit. I was probably watching Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad when that shit was on.
Yeah, I watched it when you was watching like Tailspin, because I think it came on around the same.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, right.
Hell yeah, you watching Baloo.
Yeah, motherfucking Baloo. And you, Heathcliff. Shout out to Bird, man. Shout out to Bird, bro. But anyway, man. So obviously, we don't have any issues with gay characters, but we do find it interesting how you're going about getting the public to accept gay characters by even changing an original script.
Color, that shit was funny on Living Color though.
Yeah, and you guys should watch. You guys should really watch them the reunion show that they did because David Alan Grier talks about that. There's things that we didn't know about the LGBT community that we know now, so that show probably wouldn't be able to do what they did. But for its time, it definitely was funny, and it again I was influenced by that show because again I would emulate what I saw, like the characters that I saw, even Damon and Damon and David's character, Blaine Merriweather, like that shit was funny.
Two snaps and a revive.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like coffee is good with
all my favorite comedians rolled into one.
Exactly. And it's a standalone show, and it lasted for only, granted they had like 6 seasons, but we only cared about 4. And that's where we draw the line.
I still watch them today. Laughing.
I was watching that Adam Sandler.
Yeah, I still want to see that. I still got to see Adam Sandler's opening on SNL.
Saying like in his song, he said he tried to get on. He went to a Living Color, and as soon as he went to a Living Color for Saturday Night Live, it got canceled. That shit was so fucked up. That shit was funny though. He said as soon as he went to a Living Color for Saturday Night Live, it got canceled like that season.
Because that's when everybody started branching out and doing their own thing. It's probably they got rid of Living Color.
He was there a lot, but he wasn't really. He had just got there, and then he got canceled.
I think everybody was trying to do their own independent stuff.
So at one point, they had all those motherfuckers and Chris Rock on Saturday Night Live. That's fucking crazy.
Yep.
Did Jim Carrey do Saturday Night Live too?
No. Well, he's only done like guest stuff from time to time. He did that "Let Me See One Titty" shit. I think not last year, but recently he did that. He needed like a white R&B singer, and he sung about the titty. But y'all gotta see it. That shit funny, man. Can I see one titty? Some shit like that. Yeah. I'm dead ass serious, man. Y'all gotta see that shit. But we're gonna move into the next topic, and then our final segment, and we're gonna get up out of here. But I'm gonna ask you guys, where do you draw the line at being too nice to someone?
The first time they do you dirty.
I'm too nice to enemy.
But being too nice to someone is like, I think for me. Again, my slogan, anybody that's talking to me in the last 6 months would probably hear me say match my energy. So again, I have no issues being nice to somebody, but I won't be a doormat for any fucking body anymore. So what that means is if you come off slick, be prepared for slickness. If you come off like a dick, be prepared for dickness. If you know what I'm saying, like these things, like treat people how you want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? But also be the change that you want to see in the world at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to manage that. Like you don't sit there and continue. You don't reward bad behavior. I guess that's probably the best way to do that. The best way to to explain that. Do not reward bad behavior and make people earn your respect. You know what I'm saying? Really, you earn your love. Well, like I think a lot of us are giving love away too freely. You know what I mean? and like there's not everybody is healed, so they carry themselves a certain way where they come off a little bit, you know what I'm saying, brash, rugged, or rude. And if you think I'm going to continue to be nice to you while you continue to be rude to me, you got me all the way what we call fucked up. And we don't we're not moving like that anymore. And that goes for everybody, from family, friends, co-workers, all of that. You know what I'm saying? You have to treat people with the way you want it, the way you want to be treated. So, you know what I'm saying? Like that's my 2 cents on that. Shuggy, I give it to you.
Huh?
It's on you.
Oh, it's on me. Man, I agree, man. I mean, where do you draw the line? Shoot, with me, you got one chance and that's it. You blow it and you're done.
Yeah.
That's it. You got one time to cross me and that's it. So, and I don't go back either. So when I decide I'm done with you, I'm done with you.
Yeah. All right, Jeffrey.
Man, I'm a mean ass motherfucker, man. So
Yeah, that always mean.
but yo, you gotta Sun Tzu niggas, man.
Do who?
You gotta Sun Tzu. You gotta, in other words, you gotta be nice to motherfuckers that's mean to you.
Yeah.
And the reason they say that shit is,
Killing with kindness.
yeah, when something actually, when they act, if you nice to them while they mean to you, when they actually are mean, like when they actually, you being nice to them, they don't understand when you're mean. Like if they actually need you later on and you don't help them, they don't understand it. You can hurt people a lot more by doing shit that way.
Yeah, I see some truth in that.
And it was I don't know if it's 36 Laws of Power or Sun Tzu or what they was talking about, like this Persian guy who fucking had this army and he knew the people were coming to kill him in the city. So he fed them. The guy broke his army into two. So he rushed in with his main forces and he fed them and he made sure they had a good time. And he knew that they were coming to try to take his city and kill him. So he did everything they wanted him to do. And he gave them tons of money and gold and all this other shit and was like, if y'all still feel threatening toward me, just do whatever. And they left the city. But what they didn't realize is he killed the rest of their army while they was out of the city. So when they fucking went back, they had half their army and he wiped them the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, being nice to people when they mean to you, even when they know that they doing you fucking dirty, being nice to them while they mean to you is like some good shit, because when they actually need you later on,
it's well, yeah, that's it. Well, you don't want to let them see you strike. You know, you don't want to get, that's definitely that's art of war right there. You don't show where you're going to strike. You know what I'm saying? You never let them see you sweat. And you're better off hiring. One of the 48 Laws of Power is you're better off hiring one of your enemies than a friend, in a sense, because that enemy has more to prove than your friend does.
Yeah. So he's gonna work harder for you.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's just those things, man. You guys ever had a deep fried Snickers bar?
I've heard of those. I heard they like
I'm looking at this shit right now. That shit crazy.
They have them in like fairs and shit. They got like deep fried, like all candies, and then they have like, man, you can deep fry anything basically.
I'm over
like
here 3,000 layer brownies.
Like they have the Twinkies already powdered, and they fry a fucking Twinkie up, and they put powdered sugar over the fucking fried Twinkie, like so the outside's a donut and the inside's a fucking Twinkie.
They do that with Oreos too, but I wasn't too impressed with that. I don't like soggy Oreos, so that shit.
But you might like a fucking deep fried Twinkie because a fucking donut with a Twinkie inside of a fucking donut.
No.
Shit is insane. It'll kill you.
That sound like a soggy Twinkie, man. What if y'all soggy?
Like a deep fried Snickers or a fucking deep fried Twinkie, you might not want to eat nothing sweet for the rest of the day.
Well, the rest of the
It'll
year.
fucking turn you the fuck off because it's too sweet to begin with. It's like having a funnel cake with a fucking Twinkie inside of it. Or a donut. You don't like funnel cake, then you won't like that kind of shit.
I loves me some funnel cake. Put some
Then
powdered sugar and honey on it. Oh, I don't want nothing else with it though. You put powdered sugar and honey with it or something. Oh man, woo. I want something sweet now. Thanks for
You
that,
don't
you
want that
guys.
sweet until you eat that shit.
I want something sweet now. Thanks for that, both of y'all.
I had a fucking deep fried Twinkie and I didn't want anything else sweet for like 2 or 3 days. That shit's too much.
Sounds
It's way
delicious.
too fucking much. It's good as fuck, but it's way too much. Because it's good and you keep eating it. And then the fucking sugar content, you think about this shit, you like, nah, I'm alright. What's that place here?
Yeah.
The one by GameStop that I used to go to when I worked there?
I don't know, man, but
They sell deep fried Twinkies and Oreos.
y'all make me want to pie from Village Inn.
You still there, Matt?
Yep, we still here, man. Trying to get the. Well, we're about to move into our final, like I said, our final segment, and then we're gonna close up shop. But it's called this new segment we like to do called This or That. Is gonna pretty much pick the choice between the two either two items, two companies, two brands, and whatever. We'll get we'll move along, have a little fun with that. So I'm gonna start it off with the obvious: Apple or Samsung.
Samsung.
What you got, Jeffrey?
Samsung, we don't do Apple.
Not up in here.
The reason why I don't do Apple, because Apple, like, they put viruses in their shit, basically. They call it updates, but your shit stops working if you don't update your shit. It stops working properly.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. MySpace or Facebook?
I think I like MySpace better because you put music on it.
Yeah, I think MySpace was actually better. How the fuck is it dead?
It wasn't as strict as Facebook. Facebook, you get blocked for any and every damn thing.
All right. All right. The Rock or Stone Cold?
Is it wrestling or is this like everything?
This is wrestling. This is just wrestling.
I would still have to say The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock.
I like Stone Cold. I like Stone Cold.
The Undertaker and Mickey Mouse tattoo shit, like his mic skills overrides everything.
I don't watch wrestling as much as y'all do, so I'm gonna go with
Like,
The Rock.
pretty much-
See, Stone Cold's overall impact on the Attitude Era was like he was the Attitude Era. So that's why I would say it's still wrestling, but overall Stone Cold because of that. Stone Cold opened the door for I would say The Rock to take part. If he hadn't got
I like Stone Cold, but you gotta think like fucking The Rock with all the Mickey Mouse tattoos, Undertaker. Oh.
still funny. Oh yeah, hell yeah, he's definitely funny. But that's just my choice. All right, I already know your stance.
Hotel and
All right, peep this here. I'm gonna throw some.
Matt, he got away with saying Wu-Tang Power on TV, nigga.
Yeah, I gotta throw something at you to fuck you up a little bit. Classic NES or Nintendo 64?
Classic.
Nintendo 64.
I gotta go it. That's what I'm saying. I get like Nintendo 64 is probably the most fun I've had with a gaming system.
Because it had GoldenEye. You can't beat that in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, that's
a rap right there.
Shit, you have wrestling games, man. That's the best. Like I don't know, whatever the engine was for the wrestling games, that shit was dope, man.
This is how my house used to go. Like everybody get over there. It was GoldenEye, and then we played NC. What was it? Which one was it? The one with like Diggity Dog, that stupid ass shit on it, and the fucking select screen. Which one was that? WrestleMania 2000 or was that Raw's War? Which one was that, Matt?
Which one now?
It had like Diggity Dog where you can make.
Oh, that's No Mercy. No Mercy.
No Mercy. And then from No Mercy, it went to Power Stone. And then from Power Stone, it went to fucking, what was the other game we played? Smash Bros. You can do that shit all day long. And then Street Fighter, maybe. All day. I'm telling you, man. Straight game fighting all fucking day. My mom be mad as hell. It'd be like 9, 10 o'clock, niggas still in there playing games.
Yeah, let me see what else I could toss at you, man. Bad Boy or Death Row?
Man, fuck Saggy.
Death Row. Death Row.
Shit.
Death Row for
to tell you the truth, let me think how many albums I had back in the day from them. Because it was mostly my dad. I think my dad was more Bad Boy, man. I like Death Row. Because when you think, to me, I love Biggie albums. Like back in the day, I love Biggie and I love the Locks. I knew all the fucking Locks lyrics growing up. And then I like Lil' Kim because that first album cover was fire. And then they said she had a porno out. That shit was like crazy.
All right. And with that being said, we talking about porno. All right. So like Pornhub or no, Bang Bros or Naughty America?
Naughty America or Bang Bros? Bang Bros. They got Bang Bus. I think Bang Bros got like 40-ounce bounce. They used to have 40-ounce bounce and brown and round on it.
yeah.
Brown and round.
Bang Bros the ones that did Sugar Walls.
No, that's all internet online company.
No, there's a Bros. Shugga Bros.
And Bang Bros usually got more sisters on it. So, like, if you go to Round and Brown, 40-ounce bounces, all the girls with the super fat asses, yeah, it's gotta be Bang Bros. Damn, I'm naming like they fucking like sub-sites and shit. Like,
Yeah. All right. So, Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
niggas say Marvel because
They're popular. Because they're popular. If DC,
I like to
if
tell you the truth.
just imagine if they put as much effort into DC movies as they do DC television shows, would people still be about all Marvel? Because Arrow is dope, and the motherfucker that what's the other cat in Marvel that the one that taught him shit when they were in bondage and shit in the jungle.
What you talking about?
In DC, what's the dude name, man? He a dope player on Injustice too. I'm drawing a blank, man. He kind of looks like Deadpool, but like orange and shit.
You talking about Slade Wilson? Deathstroke?
Yeah, Deathstroke, man. Deathstroke, raw as shit.
I put it like this, man, because out of the out of Marvel comics, I like Iron. Well, I don't really read that much Iron Man. I read Hulk because Hulk's the shit. Thor has very good fucking writing. Captain America is straight. And mostly like X-Men type shit. But I didn't follow Fantastic Four like that. I follow Deadpool stuff. But when you think about it, I follow DC Comics more than I follow Marvel. Because DC Comics are written better. Like if they put the time and effort into DC would be fucking unstoppable. Because you got like Evil Superman. You got like they would have had a Death Return of Superman series. That shit would have been, they would have blew everything Marvel had out of the water. Watch Superman die, and then watching like all these, man, shit. You just don't know, man. DC got way better writing. They fucked Green Lantern up. Green Lantern, like one of the top comics. Man, you just don't, man. Green Lantern got the Green Lantern story, man, is crazy. Just think if we put on screen, you follow Green Lantern for 2 movies, then Green Lantern blows up the city gets destroyed by somebody. And Green Lantern turn into a villain in the next movie.
Yeah.
Basically, Green Lantern is fighting the rest of the fucking superheroes and kicking their ass.
All right. Well, let's see.
Tell him, DC got the best writing though.
Evan, you made your choice. You said Marvel.
Yes.
Yeah, I would have to say. I mean, I'm Marvel anyway because I'm a big Hulk fan. Hulk is my favorite character. But yeah, but I do know that a lot of people ride for Marvel because it's popular, not because of their true dedication to one particular comic brand. But
I like Thor.
I gotta say DC, man. DC way I don't know how people can say Marvel. Like I follow Marvel because I like certain shit because of the MCU, where the MC universe done.
I got a celebrity crush named
If you
Thor.
look at it, DC is, man, yo.
I just got a crush
on the fucking DC comic, like the cartoons that come out. Them shits is fucking the best Batman series growing up.
yeah,
I mean, you can't dispute DC should rule with an iron fist. The fucking Young Justice, the TV series,
Teen Titans too. Teen Titans.
You know, fuck, you can't say that shit. People only say that shit because the fucking MC universe. That's what made them big.
All right, so
Marvel had hotter characters in DC universe.
So let me ask you this: General Mills or Post cereals?
Yeah, that's a hard one. Which is the one that's bad?
Post got Golden Crisp. What's the other shit? That Waffle Crisp. What else did they have, man?
Vitamin, nigga.
General Mills is of course like your Cookie Crisp, your Trix, your Cheerios. Yeah, I probably ride for General Mills too.
I'll ride with Malt's Mills.
Oh, the Malto Milk bags. The bags with the oh man, they got all kinds of flavors.
Yeah. Some of them wasn't hanging like they should be hanging.
Which one got honey? Which one got bunches of oat? Honey bunches of oat.
I think Post. I think that's Post. That's Post.
I guess I gotta say Post.
Yeah. Mostly General Mills.
No, I don't. You do.
All right, so
honey bunches of oats and shit.
I'm gonna ask you this shit. I'm gonna ask you this shit to fuck you up. I got a hood, like the hood, basically the hood one versus the traditional one. So Pop-Tart or Toastette?
Pop-Tart.
The crust on Toastette tastes better than bars.
It is crispier.
Yeah.
The Pop-Tarts, they got they put the icing on there evenly.
Alright.
Flavors though, man. They only got cherry, blueberry,
and they just drizzle it on there. They don't put the icing on it.
It hurts.
Now back in the days, let's just say our ramen noodle flavors, beef or Oriental.
Oriental.
Oh, John.
You can put anything with Oriental and make it taste
Oriental
good.
is stacking. I think Oriental is first, and then comes like chicken and stacking.
I had too much. I had too much fucking chicken flavored noodles growing up, man. I made them, and I learned how to make noodles being at my grandma's house in the summer. You know, like, because again, we had a lot of people in the house, so we had to buy in bulk. So we would go to like Sam's Club and like get this big ass thing of like chicken flavored noodles. So anytime, you know what I'm saying, you got hungry and she, you know, and grandma didn't feel like cooking, we had to, that was the go-to, you know what I'm saying, to learn how to make noodles. And you know what I'm saying, so that was summers. It was fun, man. Good memories and shit. But
you crack an egg and cook it in that mud with the Oriental noodles. Oh,
We don't get Oriental that much now. It's like chicken so fucking up.
yeah, that's because Phoenix. We don't get it because of Phoenix with the shrimp flavor, but yeah, Oriental. We always get Oriental or chicken anyway. We don't ever get the rarely do we get the beef. But yeah, Oriental.
yeah. All right. Well, you know, we had fun with this. You know what I'm saying? It's this or that segment. Y'all got anything in conclusion y'all want to say? Maybe we're gonna close up with your Game of Thrones predictions, and then we'll roll out.
I think Jon or Tyrion will kill her.
Tyrion's not gonna kill her, man. Tyrion's dead.
No, he's not.
They're gonna kill him this episode. Remember, he said he knew.
Well, maybe they'll die together. Shit, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to see Tyrion die. I'm fucking done. I already said it.
That's the last episode anyway.
They gonna kill the last Lannister, man. Let a Lannister live. They should let him live and marry Sansa. That should be his wife.
She look like she would have fucked him.
That really is supposed to be his wife.
No,
So,
well, that's not.
yeah, it is.
No, it's the other one. The chick that plays Cersei, I think, is the one that's his wife in real life.
No, I'm talking about in the show. He's still married to Sansa.
No, they never consummated the marriage. They never had sex.
They didn't have to, nigga.
Back in those days, you had to have sex to consummate the marriage. That's true.
Yeah, we need to make
They had to have sex to consummate.
We need to make sure.
Why do you think they remarried her to that other guy?
Because they
never consummated the marriage.
Because you just signed her off.
They never consummated the marriage.
They do great.
They didn't have sex.
Hey, after you get off the phone, you need to consummate your marriage.
Well, I think that Arya will kill Dani. I think that the dragons will kill Arya. I think that Sansa will take the throne because Jon don't want it, and Tyrion will be killed, and it'll have some slow ass
I would be
strings.
so surprised if Sansa did some killing.
Sansa ain't killing, goddamn.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Get her with a pointy, because her sister gave her that knife and was like, use the pointy end.
She didn't
That's so
kill the
cool.
under the damn.
No, she didn't, but you know what? She still has that knife and she gonna kill somebody.
She ain't killing nobody with it.
Sansa's got a little smarter over the years.
She ain't got no heart.
Sansa might turn out to be like Cersei when she get older.
Be happening. I can see Sansa being like Cersei. For some fucking reason, she's methodic and she's fucking. It's always an eerie fucking.
Everybody knows that Sansa is quiet and she sits there and pays attention to everybody. People think she dumb.
I know more shit. She voiced her opinion about every fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's smart now.
Well, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much all we got for the show. We gave our predictions of what's gonna happen on the Game of Thrones. We thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to follow the show on IG at 2 Cents the podcast, and also at the official Romey-Mak page, as well as Twitter 2 Cents the podcast. That's DA podcast, and that's pretty much all we got. So until the next, you know what I'm saying, the next episode, y'all be safe. We don't spread. But anyway, you know what I'm saying, from Shugga Booger, Romey-Mak, and of course the Reverend, better known as Deacon Balls. This is 2 Cents, and we out. Peace.
Peace.